Hello, everybody, wherever you are. I'm JACKDIENG GATKEK. Today I'm here to give you some peace, upset emotion, savage speech, the politics of the bloodshed in the world and in our country, South Sudan. What is so upset, say about the soldier of 2010 is that they fought to make us free, which is wonderful opinion. One we shall suggest the public's gratitude if the fact there was destroy of truth in that statement, but it is not true. It is not even close to the truth. In fact, it is the opposite of truth. Because our main armies in this country, South Sudan, are committed atrocity in the name of SPLM-IG, SPLM-IO, NAS, and other armed group present in the country. There is this parable around the world. People believe that the way to honor the death of so many millions of people, the way to honor it is to say that we achieve some physical and positive good out of their death. That is how we are supposed to honor their death. Because it is our own making that killing our brothers. We can try and rescue some positive and forward the momentum of the human progress, of human asset, from those hundreds of millions of deaths. But we didn't do it by pretending that they died to set us free, because we are less free, far less free now. Then therefore those slaughter began, the murder of the brothers, the murder of young sisters began. Those people did not die to set us free. They did not die fighting any enemies. Because it is the brothers who are fighting. How can you call your brother enemies, other than the one that previous death create? The beginning of the wisdom is calling something by their proper name. The soldier are the pay killer. The soldier of 21st century are the pay killer. And I say this with a great degree of kindness to the young men and women who are sucked into the lie of evil through propaganda and the labor of the hero, to the men in the custom who kill for money. The lie of heroes is accepting, ordering the killing for money, reputation and pension. We create the positive of the moral joy by communicating truth about the ethics to the people. That is, to me, is where the really origins and the really respect for the death life. The really respect for the death life in their content on the cop, hearing what they say if they could speak out. Those who die in this country, if they can speak out the reason why they die, all of us, I think we can feel the pain. But the people who are feeling the pain in this country now are some individuals who lost their beloved one. If any of us ask why we die, tell it us because our father lied. Tell them it is because we were told that the changing up the hills and slaughtering our fellow men were the hero and the noble and honorable idea. But those hundreds of millions of ghosts encircle the world in pain, or encircle South Sudan in pain, sorry, will not be the release from collective and unaware until we lay the truth of the murders on the table and look at the hero that is the lie, that the murder for money can be moral, that murder for reputation can be moral, that murdering your colleague because you will get pension can be moral or dismoral. Those poor young men and women and desires into and that aesthetical status. Lie to about what is the noble and honorable courage and honorable respectable. The good to the point is that they are rolling and the grenade into our children's room and our daydream. The point of this, the poor young men and women and desire into unnecessary status lie to about what is the noble, the honor and courage. That they force us to roll the grenade into the hand of our children, to roll the grenade into our daylight program. That is going to make their heart better place, because they are there to suck the blood of others. We have to steer this in the phase we want to remember why people die. They die not to set us free. They didn't die not to make the better world better place. They die because we are ruling by sexual power. The only thing that can create the better world is the truth, is the honor and courage of standing up to tell those who kill, who murder, who commit atrocity, genocide, lie on mankind, calling them lie and final corruption. The trauma and the healing of this century of the massive bloodshed, of the brief respects of 19th century, is pulling us into 21st century and 20th century. This addition to the blood and the idea that we fuel the more body into the whole of mass grave of 2020. If we were few more blood, more bodies and more blood, we can build some sort of the house of worship to the better place. But it does not happen. We are killing ourselves like we are going to build another place for worship, pouring the blood, the body into the mass grave. It is like we will build another house of worship to the better place, but it doesn't happen. We can throw as many young women and men as we want into this pit of this lottery, and it will never be full. It will never do anything and harder than things and restrict others into the deep of the hill. We can't build a better world on body. We cannot build South Sudan on body and blood. We can't build a peace on blood. We don't look back and see the armies of the death of 21st century calling us out to see what they died to slave us. That is whatever was the war the government grew, and the government can grow up if they kill more people. That is the mentality of our own people in this country, South Sudan. Filling the body with the blood and the body will never. The pit that you are throwing the body, the hole that you are trying to fill with the blood, will not be full with the body of the people that you are killing. We are so addicted to this life. We are addicted to telling the life in our own country. It is like we are waiting the other that will come and tell us the truth. We need to do it in the remember those body we burn, those ocean of the blood we create through the desires, that the violent thing we brought, it drew us, it drawn our children, our future, and South Sudan into another dark day. When we put those endless young body into these pits of death, you will follow also. Thank you very much for taking this time to watching these topics about the politics of bloodshed in the world. Thank you very much.